All right, my friends. All right. What are we doing here? I'm all locked in. I'm chatting with my staff. Let me turn this off. Turn that off. And music. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. We got some bets to make. Hopefully, if you've tuned in here on the second YouTube channel, oh my gosh, I can only imagine how many people are watching the old YouTube. Every single time I go live on this, I forget that it looks pretty similar to the big YouTube. The big one has like 50,000 subs. This one has about 5,000 subs. And then I also forget some of you are on Twitter right now. I'll get it all. It's been a long time since I've gone daily live shows, but I'm back. Bets for Breakfast is back. The old canvas is still in the background. And today on this show, I'm going to make bets. I'm going to make them all day. And you see one right? Well, no, you don't. You don't anymore. I had it on the screen while the morning music was going. And before I get back to the Evan Mobley play and how I got there, I'm going to make a whole list of plays today. You're going to play them on Underdog, Prize Picks, Novig, sports books, whatever your heart desires. It's your money. Do what you want with it. But here's the deal. I'm going to be using these tools right here at mysparryedge.com. I just launched this product. Very excited about it. I mean, insane start to it. Very, very excited. And we're kind of going to look at everything today. We've got a bet tracker we added 2 days ago. And what I've done is I've essentially taken all the bets I've made on the live show and throughout the day, and I saved them from the site to the bet tracker. And then we track them here. Pretty freaking cool. I'm absolutely stoked. It's been an incredible start, 33-13. This is the mobile view. Again, maybe not again for you. The product was built mobile-based as a mobile web app. And then after that, we built out the PC side, I should say, desktop, whatever you want to call it. So basically, we were like, all right, let's make this product a mobile web app, which means you open up your browser, Chrome, Mozilla, I don't even know, Firefox, whatever you use these days, Android, I don't know what y'all have. And then as you go, mysparryedge.com, as you visit it, it behaves as if it's an app just via your browsers. You don't have to download an app or anything like that. Not saying I won't convert it to an app someday. That's kind of the trajectory we are on at this point. And if you're somebody who's on PC like me, where I've got monitor, yeah, well, I can just use my screen here. But yeah, it's been insane. It's been absolutely insane. We've added a lot of different things as well with this launch because transparency is everything to me. If you're new to my channel, if you're new to my YouTube or X, wherever you're watching right now, transparency is everything. So we have added the bet tracker so that you can track my bets, and you can keep track of it here. We're adding a lot of different stuff. Literally, it's day 3. So we're going to add a bunch of different things to that, make it more interactive, make it shareable, all sorts of stuff. So we got really big ideas for that. But again, it's day 3. We're on like hour 50 with that tool. So the projections history, I was going through this morning with one of my social media people because I want people to understand the power of using the projections history, which is directly tied to the results you get from the projections tool. So like Mark Sasser yesterday, under 3.5 assists was an A for the bet, right? Well, he cashed, okay? He finished with 3. By the way, he had 3 assists at halftime. How freaking sweaty was that? But he ended up cashing as well, okay? And that, anytime Cade Cunningham's playing, he's a very interesting play. And today, you've got a rebound and assist play for Mark Sasser at 5.5 at a bet grade of an A. Wow, that's interesting. Do we care about that? Should we care? How do we know if we care? Well, go to the history tab, bet grade for all A's, and let's see, rebounds and assists. Well, small sample size, but hey, we don't mind it. It's somewhere to start. 57.92% of all unders with a bet grade of an A. For the rebound and assist category, success. Okay? So that's what we're doing on the site. We're making a bet tracker, and we have the projections history that you can use. All sports here. You want to see, how'd NFL go? How's MLB for strikeouts? Things like that. We are trying to go through here and make this the most robust, transparent product on the market. Now, today on the show, I'm going to be making bets using the positive expected value tool, using the Sharp Money Radar, starting here with Evan Mobley. Oh, still there. It just refreshed and I thought it disappeared. Thank goodness it's still there. We're going to use the DFS optimizer. And if you are new to this channel, I think one very important thing you need to do, either slow this down later or take notes. I don't know how else to say it. I speak fast. I'm going to bop around on the site, and I'm going to make a lot of bets today. And speaking of, let's review what were the picks from yesterday morning on the show. I'm going to zoom in the best that I can here. And currently, I have everything just set for $100 based on the apps. Okay, but I recapped it inside Discord. All the picks I've been making. Underdog is 10-4, Prize Picks 9-2, Pick Six is 1-0, and then sportsbooks are like 12-6 or something like that. Anyways, here's how it works. Tells you the source. So if I saved it from the Sharp Money Radar, it goes there. The DFS optimizer goes here, and these are the color codes. So plus expected value tool, EV Finder, so on and so forth. So here are the ones I made on air yesterday. Danny Wolf cashed, Olivier, Maxence Prosper. I mean, I didn't even know who he is. Danny Wolf, I only know because I saw a funny clip of him having a horrific 3-point shot, and Kevin Durant came over and like pat on the back, was like, that's some, that he said some naughty words. I won't say on my family friendly show, but he told him essentially, you're a terrible basketball player and you can't shoot. Kevin Durant, the first ballot Hall of Famer, just getting all up in his Danny Wolf's ear. Like, there ain't no need for that. Danny Wolf probably already in his own ear. Didn't need to do that. But anyways, we had Wolf under 14.5 points on Underdog. We had Hard Rock, Bet Rivers, BetMGM, FanDuel, Underdog. And I believe we stopped right here at Josh Giddey, where we had the assist. And then I had gone off on a side tangent, and we ended up betting on him. Had to go over to BetMGM for 625, but I don't bet on MGM. Unfortunately, I am limited like crazy, so I had to boost it on DraftKings, but that didn't cash. We had the triple-double. He was 2 rebounds away and played 40 minutes. Guy had 8 rebounds like 3 minutes into the third. Didn't get another rebound the final 14 minutes of court time. Crazy. I thought that was a shoe-in. So the rest of these picks, they're simply picks I'm making on the site as I go throughout my day. And today you're going to see how I make my picks. What's my strategy? Let's start here. Evan Mobley. So here's how you read this. This is the Sharp Money Radar. Evan Mobley over 17.5 points. This is the sharp play. Underdog implied odds of -115 for a 2-pick entry. What you see here is simply the liquidity. And some people read this, and I don't know why, but they've looked at this and been like, oh, I'm supposed to be betting plus 125 on Profit X. No. All this is saying is that this is how much money is available on Profit X on the other side, which means somebody or somebodies has put down $470 at -125 on Profit X. These are peer-to-peer exchanges, okay? Exchanges, which means somebody's got to put up the money on one side. Somebody's got to accept the bet on the other side for the bet to go through and qualify. So this is telling you how much money is available for the opposite side, which means -125 has 470 on it. Now, this is kind of light action to me. Most of the bets that I make, I keep closing out the My Bets tab. Most of the action here, I usually wait until I see $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 on the bets. Now, for the sake of the show, early in the morning, I might not get that much money. Whoa, one just popped up. We'll look at this in a minute, okay? We'll look at this in a minute. 1.6K on Jeremiah Fears under 15.5 PRA. We had this the other day, too, at 17.5, if I'm not mistaken, right here on this live show. But this Mobley play, it's a good example. So that's step one. I want this to pop up. I want to have this selected longer than whale. I've got a $500 minimum. I'm using NBA only. And I have select markets. I don't like steals. I don't bet on game totals, spreads, or money lines for the Sharp Money tool because I think a lot of arbitrage happens on those. You can't get high volume arbitrage on player props or you're going to get limited for the most part. So I remove those. I'm not a huge fan of triple, double, turnovers, blocks, and steals either. So I've removed those. Okay, there will be plays for all of those if you left it on, though. So Evan Mobley, -125, -124 has 279. So essentially, $749 has come in, about -125 on these two exchanges. That's not a ton of action. I usually want more, but for the sake of this example, you would use it like this. Okay, well, better implied odds for a 2-pick entry on Underdog. Better implied odds on Prize Picks. Better implied odds on Hard Rock. Identical on Score Bet. So you could essentially take these 4 if you wanted to run it. I guess Bovada. And then you got a crazy outlier line but from a very sharp book, which is interesting. And Fears is still there. We'll go look at that. So over there on Underdog, it moved. You saw it earlier. I did this on purpose. I left it on the screen for you because I wanted to see if it would change while I was live. If you've ever wondered, how do you get ahead of the bumps? You can't do this old school. You can't be like, pen, paper, notepad, and you're like, well, 32 minutes court time, usage rate, DVP. Like, no, I'm sorry. You can originate your picks the best that you can. You ain't going to get ahead the bumps very often. You got to track this stuff a different way. Sharp money, the expected value in the line itself and the odds. Like that stuff is how you get ahead of the bumps. If you use these tools all day long, just leave them up and leave them running, you will essentially find your way to having a pretty solid closing line value in your bet trackers, your apps, whatever you use, and you're constantly going to be ahead of the bumps. You're essentially going to be on the right side of them. I've really gone out of my way the last 2 days to learn my formatting for the show, and today I feel like I've got it, because again, it's been years since I've been like a daily live show. And today I think I've got the idea. Today, I think I've got the idea of how I want to do this. So, the sharp money radar, the EV tools, like it's extremely important for you to use these in certain ways. So the sharp money, Jeremiah Fears I wanted to look at. Oh, here's a great one for Penny for BetMGM. You got minus 125 on ProfitX, 1.6K coming in. Jeremiah Fears, tough matchup. And listen, do you want to research him a little bit? It's up to you. I mean, you can. You want to research Jeremiah Fears and his stats and his minutes and all this stuff. You want to look at his markets, 14.5, 15.5 available on some books. Fine, by all means, you can do that. You want to bounce around while you're here and look at Kevin Durant. What was Fears' projections? What do we have projected for? Overs. Got him projected for overs. As a matter of fact, I don't even care, though, because over projections have been terrible, right-leaning distribution, as they should be, meaning the few that pop for the left side of the distribution curve are going to be sharper, and that's what we have. So where was that? Sharp money. So Jeremiah Fears, save bet. Okay? This is a good play. You got a decent amount of action. Okay, and you see how I saved the bet and it's gone? Let me go to the save bet page. I'm going to refresh this one. And here you go. Now, again, this is day 3, like several hours into day 3. This is all going to be automated at some point. We want to have a very interactive thing. But listen, we added this randomly for you like 52 hours ago. It wasn't even like a big idea, and it's turning into one because people are like, "Oh, I like using this." And I'm also thinking, well, okay, this is very marketable. I can track everything too. So we got a lot of work to do on this, but hey, it's just kind of like this little added bonus thing for now as we figure out how to make it quite robust. Okay. Now you can see it's gone on Underdog. See how the tool has updated? So if you want to play this on Prize Picks now, Mobley's still available over there on Prize Picks, not there on Underdog. All right. Now, if you're somebody who's like Mitch, here's another play. Minus 124 on Novik. So you got sharp money on an exchange. These are often going to drive lines. All right. But here you go. You got a very sharp book, minus 114. Sometimes I want to see the sharp books like FanDuel and Pinnacle. I want to see them worse odds, minus 135, minus 140, So this is maybe a little bit more touch and go. Hey, for the sake of just following the money, I mean, we can save this bet as well. So there we go. And when I hit save bet, this is going to disappear. So before you lose it here, Tumani Kamara over 12.5 points against Portland. And say goodbye. Say la vie. Did we save Mobley to my bet page? No, we got Fears. So let me save this really quick from the Sharp Money Radar on Prize Picks. And again, for now, I have no other way to do anything other than just to apply a monetary value of 100. Now, I wanted to highlight this. Some of these plays are not as good as you'd think. And this comes down to like you just got to get used to using it. First off, have this button checked. Honestly, I think we need to force this. Maybe I'll talk to my developer. This updates every 5-10 seconds. Now, here's how to read it. First off, not a lot of action. You got sharp money of $577 in liquidity. It ain't a lot. It's at plus 103 on Novig. This is simply showing this is how much available, so that it was bet on the other side. You don't even need to look at this. Honestly, the only things this is here for you, just so you can see how much. But honestly, if we removed this, it might even help some of you, so new type of users. This is essentially telling you to play. Mitch, what do I bet on? Pascal Siakam, under 5.5 rebounds, best option, plus 105 Bovada. Like, that's the play, okay? Like, there's nothing else you need to think of. But not all plays are created equal, and let's talk about it. So, plus 103. That means sharp action, not a ton of liquidity, by the way, but some sharp money has come in here, and they're getting it at plus 103. Like, yeah, Bovada plus 105. Oh, it just changed. More money came in. I love it. Oh, we were looking at Siakam. Look at that. Look at that. Just updated with Rudy Gobert. And, oh my gosh, let's move to this really quick. This just got way better before I forget. So, Rudy Gobert over 11.5 rebounds against the Warriors. Minus 122 on Novig is what people bet on. Minus 118 on ProfitX. So, 1.4K whale money has come in around a minus 120. You're getting plus odds on 3 different books if you have access to these elite plays. Still, on Underdog, it is better implied odds, minus 115. We were looking for 2 picks. Well, there's one right there. And hey, if you don't have enough time or you're worried something's going to move, that's why you have other tools. You can use the other tools for your second pick to make a 2-pick entry on Underdog. That's what these are for. We devig these lines for you, and you can make them. Anyways, let me save this. This is another phenomenal play. You could play it on pretty much all the way up to Prize Picks. I think these 6 would be fine because the odds are at least in line or better. See what I'm saying? You don't want to just take plays because, and we'll put this one for Underdog because I don't have Bet Parks. Oh, okay. So you can essentially take plays. I don't remember what I was talking about. It doesn't really matter. I was going somewhere. Maybe it was important. Maybe it wasn't. I'll circle back to it if it does. My mind will get there. I'm old. By the way, we got this channel is clearly growing, and I love that. So we're up to 241 people watching. If you can do me a huge favor before I continue, if you're on Twitter right now or X, subscribe, follow, whatever it's called, retweet, like the video, get the word out there. Help me out. Free bets all morning, every morning, 9 a.m. bets for breakfast. I'm right here for you. If you're on the second YouTube channel, not the 50,000 one, okay, yours probably already subscribed to that. You got to subscribe to this one. Every day people tune into this show and they're like watching this as if they're on the old channel. No. This is only 5,000 subs on this YouTube. Subscribe. Okay, you're probably not subscribed. When you're going to look down below and be like, whoa, I'm not even subscribed. I thought this was Donut's normal channel. Subscribe, okay? Help me grow it. Thank goodness I am, clicking away here because bets are moving quickly this morning, and they will do that. I'm trying to find an example where everything's gone. All right, we'll leave this here. And we'll come back to it. I could add the other sports in if we want. I actually was looking at it yesterday. The college basketball. If you use college basketball in this tool, you find some insane value. It's kind of nuts. I have learned that throughout the day, more liquidity has come in. You got to remember, this is the first time I've used anything like this. We'll stick to NBA, though. If you are checking this tool throughout the day or just like leave it open on your laptop or something, ridiculous amounts of money start coming in throughout the day. And the more liquidity, the better. It's crazy. What do we want to look at next? Do we want the positive expected value bets here? Do you want the plus EV lines? Or do we want to sit here and stare at the sharp money? Do we want to use the DFS optimizer? Are you interested in this? And by the way, Rudy Gobert popping up as the top play, and he's gone. Oh, no, he's moved down here. Look at that. There are better plays than Rudy Gobert. Do you want the DFS optimizer? Do we want to look at projections and make some bets? I mean, this show is for you. What do you want? That's my goal. I am here to help you make money every morning. I want your bet tracker to turn into, the profit that I'm able to get on these shows. I want to show you how I use these tools so that you can make money using it on your own. Like, I want you to be able to bet all day. So what do we want to look at? And here comes the chat answers. Yeah, the show becomes what you want it to be. And that was my format every day. I want to start off the Sharp Money Radar is literally probably the best thing in the industry, in my opinion, or at least the best avenue to success. If I were to use this site, my order of usage would be the Sharp Money Radar, the projections, and then the optimizers. That would be my personal order. Yes, that's the goal, right? Projections are so freaking straightforward. Like, C bet, bet. Sasser under 5.5 rebounds assists. We know rebounds and assists because we look at the history, and we know the history of A's, unders, rebounds and assists are great. Okay, C bet. That's how you do this. Like, I don't know. You don't need much help here with the projections, in my opinion. Optimizer, then projection, positive EV tool, projections, optimizer. Oh man, we're pretty split across this. Another projection. Okay. You guys want to live in the projections a little bit? We can do that. Sasser is an interesting one. He's getting more minutes, and if you increase his minutes, like let's say I put him at, I don't know, maybe you aggregate your projections and you end up with like 18.7. Overs actually start becoming more interesting for Sasser. So I find that interesting. I'll put him back to 14.3, where it initially started. I'm going to unpin him. Oh my gosh, me too, Steel Force. I mean, literally, it's made it fun. I was telling my wife last night at dinner, I'm like, babe, I'm having so much fun streaming again. Like I enjoy doing the videos for NFL on the big channel. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. But I didn't get to do like the daily let's make bet streams, So this is freaking awesome. You don't have to be an EV. Honestly, like I said, the Sharp Money Radar is the way to go. And the projections tool is my second favorite thing. So like you could tune in and simply use the Sharp Money Radar, make bets, use the projections, make bets, and go from there. And research players. Like you want to do the research. Like I'm not a huge research guy. I think a lot of this stuff is it's all baked into the odds and lines and stuff. So you do what you want with it. But people love to bop around on here. It's good for photos. I tell you that. People love this stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I love outline betting. All right, at 8 assists, 81% of his games, 8+ assists this year, 81% of his games. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's just the best. Well, how's he doing? He plays 30+ minutes. All right, let's put his minutes filter at 30. Whoa. 86% of his games, 8+ assists. Oh my goodness, he's so good. Whose voice is that? I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, people love to research. You guys do what you want with it. Let me see. I missed some questions. Looks like people are talking to each other. Sanford says you aren't the only one. Let's see. Oh, that you're not into EV? You don't have to. Yeah, so I'm still question. Is this something different? Yeah, it is. Think of Netflix and Hulu. Like different products. I'm involved in both. This is my new company. I launched it. MySparryEdge.com. This is why I have a new YouTube channel for it. This is why I'm doing daily live shows for it. All bets are made and tracked from this tool. Now, if you are somebody a part of the VIP Picks product, entirely separate, that's run through Tails, and that is inside Discord, and you're welcome to use that 24/7 and use staff picks, my picks, and all the mod channels. But this, I mean, clearly this is a different product, guys. This is an entirely different platform. So hopefully there's no more confusion. Like if you simply visit the website, you'd realize this is its own thing. Like this is its own. This is not the same landing page. It's not the same site. These are all tools and models and projections and sharp money stuff. So hopefully that makes sense to others. And that's my bad if there's any confusion. That's they're the same. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Yes, totally separate, brother. Totally separate. With the sharp money tool, you want to bet with the sharp, man. You don't want to be on the square side of a bet. Here, let's uncheck the longer than whale because you'll see more plays pop up. Let's add all the leagues. Matter of fact, let's just clear all filters. How about that? By the way, the DFS available only, like you're welcome to do that. Minimum $1,000. What do you think? So I told you college is pretty freaking sick, right? Here's 2 college plays. I told you insane money comes in. Insane. So Profit X, 2.7K. LeBaron Phelan Jr. for whomever he plays for, either the Rebels or Alabama. 2.7K has come in. Oh, let me remove this question. 2.7 has come in on the -117 on Profit X. The sharp side of this play means you got to be playing the over if you want to be with the sharp money. Over. You get better odds on FanDuel at -110. However, look. Ooh, another play popped up. However, what was I saying? Underdog and Prize Picks. Prize Picks is almost in line. So, like, I'd be okay if people are paying a -117. I'm okay using this on Prize Picks -118. Do you have an edge? No, not really, but you're probably getting ahead of the line and where it will move. But you can bet this on FanDuel right now at better odds. That's a great freaking play with really a solid volume. And again, later in the day, you'll see like a dozen bets with all this types of money. So I'm putting this one in. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Nate Ament, -117, 4.4K has come in on it. Wow. At -117. So the sharp side is to play the over, to bet with the sharp money. So essentially 4.4K is saying he's going over 19.5 points at -117 odds. The opposite of what you see here. I think this might confuse people. Maybe we should remove. No, I'm leave those odds. People just got to figure it out. -110, BetMGM. All right. So just for the sake of saving, again, 50 hours deep on this tool. -121 for Jamari Smith on Profit X to go over 21.5 PR. Can you go research him if you want? Yeah, by all means. You can look at his PR, his trends, how he's done. You can see it's actually at 22.5 on a lot of books, and at 21.5, even better hit rate. Okay, if that matters to you, it shouldn't matter too much, but I know it does for some. You can play this on Underdog right now. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to use it, save it, but it's gone now. It's gone. And that's with a minimum whale money of 1,000. Again, like you can lower your constraints here, and some more plays might pop up as we sit here on the page. It'll tell you how many based on your filters that you make. But, they'll come and go. They'll come and go in waves. You will actually see throughout the, yeah, I know I shouldn't. Listen, if I stop to talk about it on a show, it's going to move. It's fine. If you left this up all day, there will be times when directly related to the Underdog tweets, Underdog will post like an actives list or something at like 3:00. And all of a sudden you'll see people sharps trying to read the tea leaves. And then you'll see, 10, 15, 20 plays come in, several of them with like $5,000 or $6,000. We had a Giannis Antetokounmpo play like 2 days ago on my first stream while I was going live in the afternoon, I think. But Giannis was he had like $6,000 coming in under 40.5 PRA. And I was like, whoa, y'all, look at this. And the play was like -130. The sharp was getting like -130. Meanwhile, like FanDuel was like -111. Underdog, Prize Picks, they were all like, -115 implied, -118 for a power 3, power 2 on, Underdog. He finished with 31 PRA. And it's like you can, and this is, and like I keep showing it, like my results, they're absurd. I'm not researching. I'm just following the money. I'm following the math on the optimizers. These don't even include the projections, which are winning, the A unders 56% of the time. Like they're not even in here. We don't have a way to add them to the tool, to this my bet section yet. We're working on it. But like 33 and 13, essentially just doing what you're watching me do on the live show. It's absurd. I'm having so much fun and I'm making so much money these last 2 days. I'm very proud of this product and I get really excited if you can't tell. And I was already talking about it, earlier. I alluded to that, I was telling my wife, I'm having fun streaming, again for these daily shows because it's so easy and I'm winning. So like, why wouldn't I be having fun? Why wouldn't I be having fun? I'm having a great time. So yes, you want to bet with the sharp money, my friend, and the sharp money radar, if you're asking here. So I don't think I can click on that. Matter of fact, I just remembered why, because if I clicked on that, it would open up my account. So you click this, I'm in an incognito, so it'll open up the pricing page. Actually, I think I can just go to pricing. There we go. So you go to the pricing. The Essential Edge odds board, which is, by the way, these are deep linked. I forgot to say that. They're deep linked, which means if you click on these bet now buttons and stuff, it'll open them up if the book offers it for your state, which you have to select your state here. If your book offers it for these things, or if the API offers it at that present moment, it'll open up. So sometimes it can be like finicky with certain books in certain states. There's no way I can track, 60 states worth of things. I use it for New York, FanDuel, DraftKings, Prize Picks, these apps, they all work like, 99% of the time. Some of them are funky, like BetMGM, Bet Rivers. I don't know why. I don't run the API. Anyways, so the EV optimizers, the trends tool, the projections. What is new here is on the Sharp Edge is the Sharp Money Radar, which you're watching me use, and the DFS optimizer, which I will use right now. I'll use it right now for you. Okay. I'm happy to show you. And these are limited time prices. These are entry points. Essential Edge will go to $59.99 here when we're done refining it. We're essentially still in a slow, soft launch, which we probably will be for another couple months. I want to make this perfect. I want to make it a perfect tool, and then I'm just going to set the price and leave it be. And we're adding more things. We're adding like a parlay builder to the Sharp Edge. The bet tracker, I'm not even comfortable listing it here yet because it was just launched 52 hours ago. Okay. So but at some point, I want the bet tracker just be included in the Sharp Edge. And how do you add them? Remember, 3 dots. If you see 3 dots on the site, you can save bet. Rudy Gobert, we already got this play earlier on the Sharp Money tool, and now it just popped up on the DFS optimizer. That's how amazing the Sharp Money Radar is. Like, told you it was a value before an optimizer even told you. There's nothing better. I'm so excited about this. I'm trying not to gush. If you get Sparry Edge, you get access to Discord VIP, 2 separate products. You're going to get a ton of picks clearly from the tool. Let's talk about how to use the optimizer, because I think that, I've been thinking about this. I think I want to add some layers to this. Let's do a 4% or higher edge. Labels, over, under, yes, no. Like if you're like Mitch, I really only like betting unders. I don't blame you for the NBA. But let's talk about some indicators I use for the optimizer. If I'm using the DFS optimizer, I want to see a good edge. Okay. So be up towards the top. I want to see about 20 cents or so differential in the odds versus sharp books like FanDuel, BetOnline, Pinnacle, So here's one. Here's a prime example. Minus 118. All right. 20-cent differential would be minus 138 on FanDuel. Oh, it just bumped. Got to be quick. There it is. Top of the list right now. I mean, this is 27 cents different than FanDuel. By cents, I mean odds. All right. So minus 118 to a minus 138. FanDuel, minus 145. This is a great play, in my opinion. The sharpest prop book out there for NBA, in my personal opinion, is FanDuel. All right. So we've got a 7.4% edge over the sharp odds. This is us making sharp odds using our sharp books, weighting them, FanDuel, Pinnacle, so on and so forth, weighting them based on how sharp they are and creating our sharp odds calculation. This is a great play. And again, I have to just do it like this for now until we figure out how to make parlays and pick them things different. Some plays on this will not be as good. This is a pretty good play. I wouldn't say great, though, if you're comparing it to FanDuel. Look, minus 118, Price Picks implied for a power 3. Was it Flex 6? Someone tell me. I haven't played Price Picks in years. 12-cent differential versus FanDuel. How about BetOnline Penny? Penny, minus 147. BetOnline, minus what? So that is a really good play. Gobert over 11.5, which we've already saved. I'm trying to find one that's not good. You're going to find a lot of good plays here. So where's Penny? Penny, well, maybe Penny might be the outlier. FanDuel and BetOnline clustered. No, this is a pretty good play too. I got nothing against this. Al Horford over 5.5 boards. Let me see if I can find. I want to find a bad example. That's my goal before I add more good ones. Oh man, this is a really good one. Well, maybe. See, I always got my eye out for this stuff. Penny only 9-cent differential, BetOnline 15 cents. FanDuel way different, but could essentially just be an outlier line. Where's a bad one? A bad one would be like if these were all like minus 120-ish or so. There's just a lot of good plays right now. My gosh. Okay, we got one. So, Metalis Buzelis for Matis Buzelis. What, 4th overall pick for the Bulls 2 years ago? Anyways, these retail books I don't care about too much. Hard Rock, BetMGM, they don't move lines. DK a little bit. They're decently sharp for NBA. Props. FanDuel. So FanDuel, we're talking 5 cents differential versus underdog. Not great. Novig, we got to start adding liquidity to this. That would matter to me. Penny, potentially an outlier line. I mean, it's so far away from the rest of the odds and no BetOnline. So, that's a little sketchy to me. I'm not saying anything's bad. It just ain't great. So, Pinnacle, in line with underdog essentially at minus 118. So that's the first thing I'm nervous about. FanDuel minus 130, so only 15-cent differential. So that's not great in my opinion either. It's good, but not great. Do you see what I'm saying? I think there's a little element for the optimizer that maybe we need to add a filter button that removes, but a lot of people like to make their own decisions. That's the problem. I want them here so that you get good with this stuff and then you can go through here and make a lot of slips because that'll smooth out the variance. What's up, Will? Oh my gosh, I need to do my best to make time to use this. I feel you. It's worth. I went VIP week 5 of NFL with Donuts. He walked me through signing up mid-live show. Hey, cool. What a guy. What a guy I am, huh? I'm handsome. Also, we didn't mention that, but I'm also handsome. I haven't had a red week, let alone a red month since. Wow. No, that is friggin' cool. Yes, the yearly subs are there. They are already on the pricing page. Let me just open. Can I open up pricing while logged in? Nope, it opens my account. There. Yes, I have yearly, and I don't mention it, but it's the best way to sign up now because you certainly lock in a ton of value. So if you're like, man, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to keep it, and you're like, I've seen enough. Yeah, the yearly is definitely the move. I should probably mention that more, but I'm terrible at streaming apparently. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, here's how it works. So it's, First off, it's going to be $89.99. You're getting it for $59.99. If you do yearly, it's times 10 months. So you get 2 free months. So you're getting 2 free months and at the discount price. So that's pretty darn good. But yeah, that's up to you. I mean, I'm not going to push anybody to do that. I think part of it is I feel uncomfortable being like drop 6 hundo, but you guys make your own financial choices that are good for you. Let's see. Let's remove DFS only. Oh, this is a good time for me to mention this. I do want to talk about Jabari. Oh, we already did. Do we add Jabari Smith to the plays? No. No. That was a great one. Oh man, some money's coming in. Look at this. Oh, whoa! Look at what just popped. Let's read this out. Okay, so 2.6K came in on Profit X at minus 174. 1.4K came in on Novig at 1.4K. We're getting a minus 149. Way better. 25 cents better than $2,500 of liquidity on Profit X. $1,500, 21-cent differential. Now, I don't use Bovada. I know some of you do. That is a phenomenal play. Simply just following the money. Now, I'm not a huge fan of betting, anything with a VIG that terrible. But, some people don't care. So run it if you like it. It's totally up to you. And you're like, Mitch, I need something backing it. Okay. I mean, you can use the trends or you can use projections. It just isn't for me. I like save it if you want for you on your side. Not for me. I don't like this too much. That's all. Anyways, let's talk about the totals really quick. I saw my social media manager post one yesterday because he's trying to help market the company and the new product. But and he won, so congratulations. I'm happy yet. Yeah, the Giddy RA call on the live show yesterday was the easy money. I told everybody ladder is rebounds, assists, ladder is assists, and he had 15 assists and he had 24 RA. Easy money. We almost hit that triple double at 625 as well. Reisisher, I think is how you sell it, right? Zachary Reisisher. Anyways, over 7.5 points was free. He scored 9 in the first quarter, I think. Yeah, he ended up with 20. Easy money. Yeah, we've been making a lot of money on these live shows. 2 days straight of profit. Anyways, let's talk about this before I forget. And I'm going to bring up my face because people listen more when they see the bald head. I don't know why, but you're a better listener. Maybe you got somebody to look at. Make some eye contact with me. I am a little concerned about following sharp money on the game totals, the spreads, the money lines. Here's why. There are a lot of arbitrage tools out there. And when people are arbing, I think they do it on games more. Now, I'm not some arbitrage pro. I don't have that on my site yet. Anyways, again, sharp edge. It's going to have a lot of cool stuff involved. You'll get some very specific tools for you. Anyways, I digress. It's harder, from my understanding, for people to arb large amounts of liquidity on player props without getting limited. I know you can, and I've seen it, $500 here and there. But I think you'll see it more on these totals and on the games than you will the player props. So I'm a little sketchy about using these. I just am. Another issue I see is people aren't using them correctly is they'll see this and okay, 16K came in at plus 104. Another 13 came in at plus 104 on Polymarket and Kalshi. So that means $30,000 at plus 104 on these two exchanges. The only place you have identical odds is Bet Openly, which means if you went and took this at BetMGM at minus 102, or you had to use FanDuel at minus 105, you are 9 cents worse than where the sharp money is. So that ain't good to me. It's just not. So be careful with the game stuff. I remove it for a reason. I'm wholly uninterested in it until I can learn a little bit more about. Oops. I can learn a little bit more about, the effect of sharp money on those. But I think I'm right. I think I'm right as far as my understanding. Again, I'm explaining all new things for me too. Okay. I'm going to remove some of these markets. Again, I hate some of these markets. Like even hockey, I don't even know what I would keep there. We'll leave it up just for the sake of today's show. Wow, a lot of things pop up. They come and go. They come and go. We saw literally nothing on this page for a minute, and now we got a bunch back. So here's a good college bet. I told you the college sharp money rater for college has been insane. It's been insane. Minus 110, profit X 772. You get a plus 100 on FanDuel. Give me even odds for that. Okay. James Harden minus 110 on profit X. Okay, not a play I like. Great example. Hey, what's up, DFSnDonuts? Let me get to that question in a moment, buddy. I'm following the breadcrumbs, trying to make people some money live here. Minus 110. We got $500 that have come in on that. Bet Rivers best odds minus 114. So worse than this. However, it's better than Novik, where 368's come in on the minus 120. I kind of want to see lines that are better than both. So it's not just blindly like, whoa, this is checked under longer than whale. Well, yeah, it's longer than one of them, but not both. So maybe if it were, closer to profit X, but we're talking 4-cent differential and not even a lot of money. Like, okay, $2,000 comes in. Maybe I'm willing to give up 4 cents to follow the money because I think the lines will all move, but it's only $500. You feeling me? So like all these little things I'm saying, I hope that people are kind of banking them because some plays are good. Some plays are great, and like, that's why my bet tab is 33 and 13. This is like turning on a freaking fire hose worth of picks and value that you can use all day, all night, overnight, all early morning. Like, it's crazy. If you use this tool at like 5 o'clock when you get home from work, oh my gosh. Like, you will have sometimes dozens of plays over $1,000 in whale money on the sharp money radar. It's nuts. It is nuts. So like, I want to be a little choosy, because like, why take a good play when I just got to be patient and I can take a great play later? And I think that's part of it. I saw yesterday inside Discord. So what I'm loving here too is that like I have, I got the picks product, right? And the picks product, I've got the mods and stuff. They're starting to use the tool. They're buying in. And I saw Fire post a 3-pick, was it underdog entry? I can't remember what he did. I think it was underdog. And he just used the sharp money radar, took the top 3 underdog plays, and he cashed it 6.5x. Like, just blindly take it. Like, you don't have to originate. You don't have to research. And I know people out there researching left and right, over and over, all day, every day, research for this, trends, this, hit rates, that. And then, they lose. How frustrating to spend time to do that and then lose. All right. Do I do one-on-one calls? Nope. I don't like to be as exclusive as that. I kind of want to just be like, hey, here's the product. Y'all can use it. And then every day I'm going to show you how I use it. And you can take it. Oh, I don't think I marked the Jabari play again. Gosh darn it. I think it was, I don't know if it was over or under 21.5 PR or 14.5 PR. Yeah, I don't have it. Maybe it'll pop up again on one of the other tools. Let's keep an eye out. I don't want to be like that. I want to very much be like, I've got this really cool product that can win people a lot of money. Here's how I win with it. And here are my results. Good or bad. This is me learning to use it with you. And every day I'm going to be live showing you how to use it. So if you've ever wanted like a tool, but you wanted to make sure you're going to get supported, I'm going to make a tutorial for every tool. It'll be on the site. Again, we just launched last Saturday, the full suite. Okay. So 6-7 days old. I'll have tutorials on every page for every tool. I'll be live 5 days a week using it. I'm in chat. You guys can yap at me in Discord, ask me questions. But yeah, you're not going to just like sign up and then be left to your own chagrin. I don't think one-on-one is needed. I don't use chalkboard. I have no clue. Devin Royal. Let's see this play. So I'm telling you, man, the college sports is just absurd. I don't know if y'all can bet on college in your state, what your state legalities are. Minus 124, 716 came in on it on ProfitX. Caesars minus 106, FanDuel minus 110. Underdog, prize pay, like everything is better. It's absurd. Failed to, why? I've never seen that. Well, it worked there. Okay. We already looked at this one. Remember the Bovada play was like minus 145 or something? Look, it's moving. See, I told you. And now it's minus 185. The lines will move. These sharp money at high volume moves lines. And I love being able to show you this stuff live. Anyways, let's go back to the optimizer. Bye, honey. What was I looking at? Close this out. So many tabs open. Oh, let's talk about the EV Finder, the Positive Expected Value Optimizer. Really got to change that title here. But anyways, a lot of different things you can do here. Let me think through what I want to show today. Let's say I wanted, well, first off, here's DraftKings. Jeremiah Fears unders continue to feed. All right, so we've got 80 or so, sports books. We got access to international things, stateside things, exchanges all over the place. Essentially, we have grabbed our statesides and our exchanges and some of the sharpest international books, and we make fair odds. So we deveg them. So essentially, deveg line of minus 120. I think it's Power EV is what it's called. 2.1% expected value, betting a minus 115. This is available on DraftKings. We already have a Jeremiah Fears play we saved, but hey, that's a good play right there if you're looking for one on DK. All right, so let me uncheck DK. All right, underdog. Anything good here? All right, we got an underdog play. Wow, this is a great play. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right, I'm going to say bet, but let's talk about it. It's going to move on me. I know it before I save it. Oh my gosh, this is such a good play. Big edge. We have a differential of 20 cents. Now, the only thing that makes me wait a second here is I do not see FanDuel or Pinnacle and some of those. But whatever. Let's just save it. Anyways, let's use Novig. How about that? They're going to have 1 million. All right, so let's talk about how to use some of these filters. So I've got my markets I filtered. I've got Novig Bookmaker filtered. Let's say I only want 3% or higher, decimal or American odds, I guess. I want unders only. Okay, so I don't want overs. Because I think with the EV tools, I'm going to be real with you. I think unders clean house. All right, so now we're down to 13 plays. I'm going to make fair odds. So I'm setting a fair odds range now. Here's where I'm comfortable betting. So that took off a play. All right. So where's that 13? Now we're at 12. So that took off a really juiced play. Like I'm uninterested in playing juiced plays. And let's go fair odds range up to plus 105. Now, that's not for the odds range for the plays. That's fair odds. That's devigged lines, plus 105 to minus 140. I'm just making a band, an odds band, with an EV percentage range, a limit. So it's got to be 3% or higher. Fair odds between minus 140 and plus 105. American odds. I've got my 8 markets I personally like to bet on. I've got NBA selected, and I have Novig only selected. Here are some plays to use that qualify under those formats or those filters. And you're welcome to set up your own, find your own path, blaze your own trail, or simply like kind of use some of these things that I show. Josh Giddey last night, I actually really like this play even beyond just the math of it. Josh Giddey played 40 minutes. He played 40 minutes. My guy might have some tired legs today. On top of that, it's the third game in 4 nights. He played 43 against the Warriors on the 10th. He had a day of rest, played 40 last night against the Lakers. Now he's playing his third game in 4 nights after playing 40-plus minutes in 2 straight games. Yeah. Tired legs absolutely might be in play. Rebounds and assists seems like a trap line, does it not? It does to me. It's so low that it feels free. When you put his minutes filter at 30, I mean, at 30 plus minutes, he cashes 80% of the time. Why would a sports book put this at 16 and a half then? They have this knowledge. Is it the Clippers? Is it the matchup? No, I think it has to do with his minutes. Second leg of a back-to-back for a tanking team on the road against the Clippers, who are 26 and 7? I think they have the best record in the NBA over the last 32 games. And they're at home, rested. Like, this could be an absolute blowout where guys like Giddey don't play a full complement of minutes. So what if he goes under on his rebounds tonight? They're very interesting play. Beyond just the math. Brunson burned me the other night. I took an under on him, of course. He went bonkers. Sorry, I'm looking at a text message. I'm coming up on 1 hour. I didn't even realize. Oh, boy. Hey, by the way, stream today has been great. We've had, at one point, we had 80-something people on the second YouTube channel. It's incredible. It's incredible. Ain't the 2,000 we had for the primary channel during NFL, but hey, this is new. This is day 3. 80 on day 3. We're growing. Let's go. Hopefully on X, we've got some decent views today as well. I'm having fun. I literally could do this forever. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to go, but I got stuff to do. At some point, I got to do my actual work for the members. Here's an interesting little one for college. So, minus 118, 847, not a ton of whale money, not a huge differential. Only 3 cents, but that's not a terrible play. And we'll track it just because it's college. That's Fletcher Lawyer. Yep. Over 12.5 points. Man, look at this. We were just talking about sharp unders for Josh Giddey based on positive EV. Well, you got sharp money coming in on Giddey points unders today. I think we might start seeing something like this today. I'd be curious if we left this open today, if we would see some Giddies. Some Giddies. We'd see some Giddey plays coming in on the unders today. Just kind of been yo, what's up, bro? Kind of just been bouncing around, making picks across all the books that I can as I'm talking. Just trying to help the masses all at once. I mean, you guys can use this at your leisure to make parlays, pick 'em stuff, straight bets. Avdija, under 20.5 PA. Let's take a look at him. I like the matchup against Utah, but is it what? Yeah, that's right. Third game back from injury. What's his minutes up to? Well, he's up to 34. He's good again. He's good again. Has he played Utah? Yep. $42 PA. I'm just a little nervous about the matchup against Utah. Projections love the under. Here's my thought. So, like, let's say he does not play 30 at 29 or fewer minutes. Oops, 31. Oh, I can just scroll down on my mouse wheel. Just learn something new. At 30 or is it 30 or fewer? 29 or fewer minutes, under and 7 of 10. Okay, what if he plays like 33? That's still quite low. Let's do a minimum minutes of 20 to take out injury games. That's not bad. One of the overs was against this Utah team. Projections love it. Sorry. DMing my social media guy. Did you go over how to find sharp money plays with the DFS apps? I think I've kind of just organically been doing that the whole time. But if you're looking for just DFS apps, you got to click this. DFS available. So if this is unchecked, you're going to see stuff where it's not on a DFS app. Does that make sense? Like there's no DFS app here. But if you're like, Mitch, I only have DFS apps. Okay, well, they're shaded in purple. And I believe if you look at it on mobile, it says, on mobile, it actually says like DFS available, I believe. I can't remember though. All right, so DFS only. All right. And from here, remember, like this is where you are looking for a lot of whale money. I'm looking to see if the best pick'em app has better odds than the most amount of liquidity. So like this one's not a good play in my opinion. Minus 110 profit X. Remember opposite. $500. Only $500. Underdog minus 115 implied odds for 2-pick entry is better than Novig's minus 116, but there's only $98. That ain't nothing. So fake good. Fake good. Same thing here. Minus 110. Best pick'em line will get minus 115. So this is just showing you when they're available. It's longer than whale selected here because the minus 105 is better, but that's Hard Rock. So sometimes you'll get a bunch of plays here for pick'em. Sometimes you won't. You got to use the optimizers. That's the beauty of the site. You can just use them all. Here's one. Kate Cunningham, under 10.5 assists. This is a sharp play. Now, the only cause for concern here is that, oh, did it go? No, it just bumped up. Oh, now it's the top play. The only cause for concern here is more money came in. That's why. All right, so 500 at minus 120, 400 at minus 120, underdog minus 115. Kate Cunningham, a very scary under to play for assists. Oh, yeah. Third game in 4 nights, maybe blowout concern against Memphis at home. Second leg of a back-to-back for both teams, I believe. Yes. I mean, a tough save. But that's a pick and play. This is the sharp money radar. on my new website. All right. I'm losing steam. I just feel it. I am catching myself going into lapses of silence. Lapses of silence. Here is to a good show. And let's see. Here's to some success that looks like this. I'll make another 20 or so throughout the day for myself. We got some good ones today. We're due. I can't even know. We're not going to win every day. By the way, when you click the date, it shows you the results for that date. Remember, this is, what I've streamed for an hour. It is 53 hours old. This tool was an afterthought, something we just added. Essentially, we're building this product to be everything we want it to be for ourselves. It's like, I want to be able to track all the things that I found on the app. And then I want to be able to see, I forgot, this is the cool thing too. I want to be able to see the results for each tool. So like Source, Sharp Money Radar, Plus EV tool, DFS optimizers, like they're color coordinated and labeled. So clearly, if we're able to filter them, that's the next step. So if I come in here and let's say after 2 weeks, I want to see a 2-week sample size using just the Sharp Money Radar and look at all those results, so on and so forth. So we're going to get it all together, and this is going to be a pretty robust experience, I think, for members. I'm very excited about it. But again, we just added it, and we're working through it and figuring out how to make it the most interactive and usable thing. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy. I'm winning more money the last 2 nights. It's been amazing. So I hope that my members are as well. I see insane feedback, which has been really nice. And any feedback that I get where people are struggling at all, it's usually just because they don't know how to use it. And that's what the show is for. The tutorials are coming soon and all that good stuff. So anyways, my workload is piling up as we speak. I have I have 2 different staff pinging me. I've got 8 different alerts inside Discord, red and noties. So I don't know what's going on. The website link, mysparryedge.com, down below. It's also pinned in chat. Should we go live Saturday morning? If I am able to go live Saturday morning, would you watch? I need to see a litany of names saying yes, yes, yes right now in chat. From X, from YouTube. This is the small YouTube channel, the new one. It's only 5K. So I'm willing to do extra days and extra times if people will show up because I need to grow it. But I'm not willing to give up my time if no one's going to show up. It would probably be pretty low key, Probably just, I don't know if the webcam comes up, lighting, all that crap. And so I'm sitting in a dark room, I got the hoodie up. I'm cold. Sitting in the chair. I'm probably not even standing. It's a no stand stream, no doubt. And I'm just trying to make bets. But hopefully some of these strategies I just showed y'all, hopefully start getting some success if you haven't yet. And, I also want to say this too, with the caveat that, like, guys, this is my 3rd day as well. What I'm showing, it doesn't mean this is like the only way to be successful. It doesn't mean that how I'm using it will always be successful. Everybody's got to kind of blaze their own trail a little bit. And I think that I've given you a compass. I think I'm on the right path. Clearly, I'm doing something right. Small sample sizes be darned. 33 and 13 ain't no joke. Ain't no joke. So, yeah, SPARRY is an acronym. Sports Analysis, Research, and Insight. So my Sports Analysis, Research, and Insight Edge. Boom, baby. Woo! What an acronym. What an acronym. My Sports Analysis, Research, and Insight Edge. mysparryedge.com. Bang. Freaking sick. Anyways. What's up, Fire? I mentioned that you went 3-0 on I thought it was an underdog slip. I couldn't remember. I haven't retweeted it yet. I did see you posted in Discord. I did mention that you and some of the other people who are using the tools are starting to use them for your picks and having big nights. And that makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I appreciate you so much, bro. You are my right-hand man inside Discord. People love your channel, and I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who tuned in again. And maybe we'll go live tomorrow morning. All right. So at least have notifications on X. That'd probably be where I tell people. So if you go to X and turn noties on for DFS and Donuts, I'll alert out if I'm going live or not. MySprayEdge.com. Get that link down below. And no matter what, my friends, good luck today. Let's get paid.